The sanctions America has layered upon Putin over the past years, meant as iron chains, proved instead to be little more than paper veils. Trump, under the lingering shadow of the Epstein files and his own scandals, sought to cloak himself in an image of decisiveness. Yet the stage he set told a different story. Putin brushed aside those sanctions like sandcastles in the tide, appearing not on the margins, but at the very heart of an American military base in Alaska, a presence that mocked the very idea of his isolation. For Trump, the theater was twofold. At home, he needed strength. Abroad, he sought stature. And throughout, he carried his unwavering, unconditional support for Israel's brutal war on Gaza, a war marked by airstrikes and ground assaults, by deliberate famine, by the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians and the massacres of women and children. His silence on those atrocities was not omission but policy, an embrace of violence recast as alliance. The red carpet rolled out for Putin unfolded under the same hand that offered blank checks to Israel's devastation. Western media had long recited the tale of Putin's exile from the civilized world. Yet here he was, welcomed with ceremony, smiling beside Trump beneath the roar of American warplanes. The moment itself betrayed the truth. Sanctions, however loudly proclaimed, dissolved in the face of reality. Putin stood not as a pariah, but as a figure at the center of the stage, using Trump's gestures to broadcast his defiance of Western punishment. His presence spoke louder than Trump's prepared lines. "Call me isolated if you must, but here I stand beside you, President, on your soil." Trump called the meeting very productive, though no ceasefire in Ukraine emerged. He conceded that one major issue still divided Washington and Moscow, yet pressed the image of progress under his hand. But the deeper story was that Putin seized the spotlight, reframing himself as indispensable, while Trump himself stood compromised, entangled in scandals at home and complicit abroad in the carnage of Gaza. What unfolded in Alaska was not the power of sanctions, but the spectacle of their futility, and the hypocrisy of a president who denounces one war while underwriting another. The image was stark. Trump speaking in the language of symbolic restrictions, Putin walking across America's red carpet, and the cries of Gaza's besieged women and children echoing far beyond the runway. Reality, as always, breaks through the veil of politics.